Right, let's talk about something that's been doing my head in for weeks now. The whole Andre Onana situation. And before you start rolling your eyes, hear me out. Because this story's got more twists than a bloody EastEnders episode. So here's the deal. United have slapped a $30 million price tag on our number one. Monaco came knocking last month, probably thinking they could get him on the cheap. But the club basically told him to do one unless they're willing to cough up proper money. Fair play to the board for not rolling over. But here's the thing that's winding me up. We paid nearly $50 million for him just 2 years ago from Inter Milan, and now we're willing to let him go for almost $20 million less. That's some serious depreciation right there, and it's not exactly filling me with confidence about our transfer dealings. Look, if you're watching this thinking, here we go again with another United transfer saga, then smash that subscribe button. Because trust me, we're going to be covering plenty more of these roller coaster rides over the coming weeks. This channel's become my therapy session for dealing with all the madness at Old Trafford, and I reckon we're all in this together, aren't we? The funny thing is Onana actually wants to stay. The lad's apparently keen as mustard to stick around and fight for his place, which is more than I can say for some of the other players who seem to have one foot out the door already. Amorim and his coaching staff are supposedly happy with him too, despite all the noise about us potentially going after Emi Martinez from Villa. Can you imagine the meltdown if we ended up with another goalkeeper saga after all the De Gea nonsense? But here's where it gets interesting. Saudi Arabia's newest plaything, SC Neom, was sniffing around as well. They've just signed some Polish keeper from Nice instead, which probably means they weren't willing to meet our asking price either. Makes you wonder if we're being too greedy or if everyone else is just taking the piss with lowball offers. The reality is, with United having to penny pinch and wheel and deal like we're running a corner shop instead of one of the world's biggest clubs, everyone's got a price. Even if Onana isn't a priority position to strengthen. 30 million quid is 30 million quid, and that could go towards getting Amorim the striker, midfielder, and centre back he actually needs. What's doing my head in though is that we've got 5 players, Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, Antony, and Malaysia, who've been told to stay away from training until we bugger off on our pre-season tour to America. That's half a bloody squad we're trying to shift, and the wages we're paying them could probably fund a small country. The club's hoping to generate significant funds by flogging them off. But let's be honest, who's going to pay top dollar for players who've been performing like they're still on their summer holidays? The whole situation just screams of a club that's lost its way in the transfer market. We're selling players at a loss while desperately trying to balance the books, and meanwhile, our rivals are strengthening their squads with proper investment. It's like watching someone try to fix a leaking roof by selling the furniture. It might solve the immediate problem, but you're still going to get wet when it rains. At the end of the day, if Onana does stay, he needs to step up massively. The lad's got the talent, we've all seen it, but he's also had some absolute howlers that have cost us points. With the pressure mounting and the transfer speculation swirling around him, this could either make or break his United career. The frustrating part is that this whole saga perfectly sums up where we are as a club right now, caught between wanting to compete at the highest level and having to make do with whatever scraps we can afford. It's not the United way, and it's certainly not what we deserve as supporters who've stuck by this club through thick and thin. So what do you reckon then? Are we mad to be asking for 30 million for a keeper who's been inconsistent at best, or should we be holding out for even more given what we paid for him? And more importantly, do you lot agree with this, or are we being too hopeful again thinking any of this transfer business will actually make sense by the time the window closes?